Привет! Добрый день! Hello! This is the episode that continues the series for the very beginners who study the Russian language. We're going to enjoy our time discovering interesting grammar rules and revising the Russian words and phrases we already know. Let's get started. My name is Anna, меня зовут Anna, and this is my 5th video that introduces you to the basics of the fascinating and beautiful language, the Russian language. If you wish to go to the very beginning, just do it here. If you have already seen the previous videos at least twice each, let's go on. This time it's going to be a different experience. We are not going to learn new words at all, except for something I will tell you in 2 minutes' time. We are going to reveal one of the most important aspects of the Russian grammar. Besides, you will finish studying the Cyrillic alphabet, which is a great thing. Very few letters are still there to be learned, and we will cope with this in the next minutes. Let's pronounce these words and phrases. You can still consult the Latin version of the pronunciation, but if you feel at ease with your Cyrillic, you may also try to read the first line for every word, except for those that contain letters we haven't studied yet. Repeat after me. Повторяй за мной. Repeat after me. Добрый день. Привет. До свидания. Пока. Меня зовут. Как вас зовут? Спасибо. Пожалуйста. Whenever you see the letter I in the parentheses, like in the word day, день, you just pronounce it quickly, as if it were almost inexistent. День. If you don't include this I in the parentheses, it would be день, which is not correct for Russian. So this small E serves for us to understand that there is the palatalization present. День. Do you remember what these phrases mean? Let's see it. Thank you. Hello. My name is. Bye. Hi. Goodbye. You're welcome, or please. What's your name? Very good. You're doing an excellent job. Go on like this. There were other phrases that you already pronounced with the previous videos. Here they are. Every time you hear a phrase in Russian, repeat it after me. This way you will learn much faster. Мне нравится. Мне не нравится. Делать. Слушать. Изучать. Русский. Подарки. Try to say these phrases in Russian and I will help you. Мне нравится слушать, мне нравится изучать русский. Мне не нравится делать подарки. Awesome, just marvelous. If you don't manage to say the phrases correctly, there is no problem. It's natural. You will only need a bit more time. Here is the last exercise before we pass to the Russian grammar study. You will learn the new things much better if you do this activity first. Here are the words that we will pronounce now. Повторяй за мной. Repeat after me. Повторяй за мной. Играть. Думать. Знать. Говорить. По-русски, по-английски, много, мало, да, нет. How do you say to know? Знать. What's the Russian for in Russian? По-русски. Good. How do you say to play? Играть. How would you say a lot? Много. Great. What's the Russian for little, few? Мало. How would you pronounce in English? По-английски. What's the Russian for yes? Да. Very good. How do you say to speak or sometimes to say? Говорить. What is no in Russian? Нет. And the word to think? Думать. You are going on in an outstanding way. How do you say, I like playing? Мне нравится играть. Good. And another phrase, I like speaking Russian and English. Мне нравится говорить по-русски и по-английски. Excellent. You have been speaking Russian without any particular knowledge of how the phrases are formed. I have just helped you pronounce them, and you have done your first practice in speaking Russian with no grammar rules at all. Here is our first grammar experience. Whenever you speak English, you pay attention to the forms of the verbs like do, did, have done, will do. If you wish to speak about what you usually do, you say I do. But if you want to describe the actions of a friend of yours, you say he does or she does. The Russian language also has different forms for different persons. Here is the verb to do or to make. Делать. If you speak about what you do, you will say я делаю. Я делаю. We have just taken the word to do, делать, and we have spoken about ourselves. I do. Я делаю. What has changed? You have, of course, added the subject, I, я, and then you change the end of the word. There is no more sound t, but the sound you. Actually, there are two sounds, y, u. Делаю. How do you say I do? Я делаю. How do you say I make presents using the same verb to do? Я делаю подарки. Я делаю подарки. Great. Your Russian is rather good. If you want to say you do, speaking to a person you know very well, like a friend or a close relative, you say ты делаешь. Ты делаешь. The verb form has changed once again. It's neither делать nor делаю, but делаешь. What has changed at the end of the word? The ending this time is yesh, because we describe an action that the person in front of us does. You do. Ты делаешь. By the way, these present tense forms mean both do and am doing or are doing, as they describe both usual habitual actions and the actions of the moment, something going on now. It's quite convenient and makes things easier. From the context, we will always understand if it's a thing done frequently or a thing that someone's doing at the moment. Whenever you wish to describe what another person does, you say he does or he is doing. Он делает. Он делает. Have you noticed that you've been studying both the verb forms and the personal pronouns? By the personal pronouns, I mean you, he, I, we, etc. It's not easy, but it's wonderful that by the end of the video, you will have learned a huge amount of useful things. They are going to help you a lot when you speak to Russian people. How do you say he does? Он делает. How would you say she does? Here it is. Она делает. Она делает. The stress mark over the letter R makes it clear for you that this sound is stronger than the rest of the word, and you will put more emphasis in it. Она. It's not Anna, but она. The verb form remains the same. Делает. Делает. We already know lots of beautiful new things. Let's revise the pronouns. How do you understand я? I. How do you understand он? He. What about ты? You, said to one of those you know pretty well. And what is the English for она? She. Marvelous. Let's revise both the pronouns and the verb forms in the present tense now. Повторяй за мной. Repeat after me. Я делаю. Ты делаешь. Он делает. Она делает. Good results. You have just learned how to describe what a person does or is doing, but those were the singular forms only, that is about singular persons that do things. The list is not complete. Let's finish it adding the plural forms. How would you say we do, speaking about you and someone else or a group of people you belong to? Мы делаем. Мы делаем. What's the English for мы? We. How do you say we do? Мы делаем. The ending is "m" because the persons who produce the action are we ourselves. The last but one verb form we'll learn stands for you do or you are doing. You might say, wait, we have already spoken about the you form. What about the expression ты делаешь, that means you do? As you remember, the phrase ты делаешь can be said to a person we know very well. It's a more informal expression. Speaking with the right terminology is the second person singular. If you wish to speak to a person you don't know very well, you will use the second person plural. Let's say it. Вы делаете. Вы делаете. The stress mark is over the first vowel, so we cannot say делаете or делаете. The only correct pronunciation of this form is делаете. Let's say it again. Делаете. How do you say you in Russian? In this case it's вы. Вы. Pay attention to the U sound. It's never E, but U. Vous. As it happens in French, Spanish, and many other languages, the second person plural has two meanings. It's both you as one person, a person we know scarcely, and more than one person, which is the real plural, the way it is, a group of persons. Vous. What's the Russian for you do, speaking to a group of people? Вы делаете. We'll finish this list of the present tense verb forms with the expression they do or they are doing. Они делают. Они делают. How do you say they do? Они делают. Excellent. You've done a great job. Of course, one of the most important things is revise and revise again. The more you go back in your study and the more you revise the episodes you've already seen, the better your Russian is going to be and the quicker you're going to learn it. So repeat after me. Повторяй за мной. Я делаю. Ты делаешь. Он делает. Она делает. Мы делаем. Вы делаете. Они делают. Very good. Now try to pronounce these forms on your own, slowly, and I will help you with every word during the pauses you will make. Я делаю. Ты делаешь. Он делает. Она делает. Мы делаем. Вы делаете. Они делают. Quite nice. A very important step has been made. You have just learned one of the most significant aspects of the Russian grammar for beginners. With this video, we are going to finish the study of the Cyrillic alphabet, which is a wonderful thing. As already done in the previous videos, we'll first see the letters we know, and then study the new ones. Let's revise the names of the letters. Повторяй за мной. Repeat after me. Повторяй за мной. А, К, М, О, Т, Е, Р, В, С, У, Н, Д, И, П, L, the soft sign, Х, Ш, Б, Г, Ё. This is not the order they appear in the alphabet, but the order in which we have learned them, from those that seem easy to read and to pronounce going on until we get to the more difficult letters. So you managed to read words like da, думать, кто, много, нет, когда, ребенок, семь, время. Very nice. The letter we'll learn now is similar to the letter B, but it's upside down, and it has also a small tail on the right side. We call it C, and it conveys the sound T. Like when you say it's good, you pronounce the sound it's good. How would you read this word? First there's T, then I, then there is R, and then K. Цирк. Цирк. Fine. What about this one? Pizza. Do you manage to read this word? You read first K, then the O, which is not stressed, A, then there is L, K, C, I, ja. Коллекция. Коллекция. Really good. Here is another Russian letter. It looks like a number, but it's a Cyrillic letter as well. It helps us write the sound ch in Russian, and its name actually is che. Let's try to read this. It is pronounced часть. Часть. You say ch at the beginning of the word, and then there is the soft sign that palatalizes the letter t. So we say first ch and then t. Часть. Let's go on. The sounds of this word are p, a, because it's not stressed, ch, I, m, u. Почему? Почему? And this one is изучать. Изучать. Very good. The letter we'll see in some seconds expresses a sound you have already tried to pronounce lots of times, especially with this video. The letter U, which is a sound similar to I and to U, but it's just in the middle. U. Say it several times. U. U. Please never round your lips. You should almost smile as you say it. In this case, the pronunciation is going to be okay. So it's not U, but U. Let's read these words in order to have some reading practice with this letter. Мы, мы. Рыба, рыба. In this word, the letter ya is not stressed, so we're going to say yi. Язык, язык. Обычно. The two letters o are not stressed, so they are weak, and we say ah when we see them. Обычно. Do you remember the letter sha? Good. We Russians have another letter that is very similar to it. The only thing that changes is that it also has a small tail on the right side. We pronounce it sh, and the letter is sha. Just say it. Sh. Sh. This is sh, and this is sh. Just compare and try to repeat after me. Sh. 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 The tip of your tongue should go upwards with this sign and close to your teeth with this sound. Sh. Sh. Let's read these two words. She. She. Вообще. Вообще. The two letters O have no stress over them. That is why we pronounce them A, both of them. Вообще. Wonderful. Your reading in Russian is really very good. What you need now is complete the list of the letters you know with the 3 symbols left. After you will have learned them, there will be no new Cyrillic letters at all. They will be old for you, something you already know, all of them. It's a splendid thought. So here is the other of the 2 Russian signs that we never pronounce. Both of them are necessary for modifying the close-by letters. But if this was the soft sign, this one here is the hard sign. Whenever you see it, you will read the letter that follows as if it were at the beginning of the word. Let's see examples. This verb is pronounced yell. Yell. Well, this one is сел. Сел. Do you hear the difference between the 2 letters ye? Yell, сел. In the second word, it's not at the beginning, so we say сел. Now, there is a word in Russian that is very similar, but it has the hard sign in it. When you see the hard sign, you read the letter that follows as if it were at the beginning, that is not but ye. Съел. Съел. It's a very rare letter, and you will not see it often. Try to read this word. The letter ya that follows the hard sign is pronounced just the way it is in the alphabet, and the same way we would read it at the beginning of the word. Ya. The letter O is weak. It has no stress mark over it, so we say A, and the whole of it is объявление. 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 Now, let's learn this marvelous letter that looks like the Russian S turned over with a horizontal line in the middle. It's a vowel and we pronounce it E. The same as its name. How do you read these words? Aloe. Electronica. Electronica. You might ask about the difference between the 2 very similar letters ye and e. Both of them may be pronounced e in many situations. Is it true? Yes and no. The first of the 2 is closed. E. E. Крем. The second is open. E. E. Rep. So the difference is in the pronunciation itself. The last letter we will learn is the letter U. U. You will say U when you see it at the beginning of the word, and somewhat like U in all the other positions. Let's do some practice with these words. The first one is muesli. Muesli. Julia. Rюмка. Rюмка. Great. This was the last letter that you had to learn about the Cyrillic alphabet. There are no more new letters at all. Congratulations, you've done it. You've got through the Russian alphabet from the beginning to the end, and it's a gorgeous thing. Would you like to revise in brief what you've just seen and heard in this video? Let's do it. Here are the verb forms for all those times you wish to speak about things that happen at present or are happening now. The example of the verb to do or to make. Повторяй за мной. First, the pronouns only. Я, ты, он, она, мы, вы, они. Very good. Now the pronouns and the verbs. Я делаю. Ты делаешь. Он делает. Она делает. Мы делаем. Вы делаете. Они делают. Excellent. Come back to this episode and watch it over other 3 or 4 times. It will give you a lot of self-confidence every time you speak Russian. You've been going on in a really amazing way. Learning a foreign language is not an easy thing, especially for people who are not children anymore. But it's beautiful and relaxing if you do it slowly, with your rhythm and with lots of joy. See you soon. До свидания. Пока.